You went to the doctor hoping for clear answers. You sat in that cold waiting room for what felt like hours. Then the report came back and the paper said your levels were perfectly normal. But your reality tells a completely different story. Your weight is still going up every single month even though you eat less. Your energy is so painfully low that getting out of bed feels like a massive chore. Your clothes feel tighter and your body feels like it is working against you. And the hardest part is that nobody in that clinic gave you a real answer. They just said you are fine. If this is your exact story right now, I want you to know you are not imagining things, you are not just being dramatic, and it is not your fault. Something very real is happening deep inside your body that standard health testing simply does not catch. In this explainer, we will uncover exactly what that hidden problem is because you truly deserve to understand why your body feels stuck and how to finally break free.
Let us start with what actually happens inside your neck, because this is where the story begins. The thyroid is a small butterfly-shaped gland sitting right at the front of your throat. It makes chemical messengers that control how fast or slow almost every system in your body runs. Think of it like the main heating system in your house. When the heater works perfectly, the whole house stays warm and comfortable, your daily energy level is high, your digestion is smooth, and your body burns fat easily. But when that heater struggles everything, and the house slows down and gets cold. To put it another way, it is exactly like the idle speed on your car engine. If the idle is set perfectly, the car purrs and is ready to drive. If the idle is too low, the engine shakes and stalls. When your neck gland runs too low, your body stores away every single calorie as extra weight just to survive the cold. Question yourself, how long has your internal heater been running cold without you knowing it?
Now that we understand this, let us look at something equally important, the test itself. The standard test most doctors use is called TSH, which stands for thyroid, stimulating, hormone. It is simply a signal your brain sends to your neck telling it to make more energy. When this brain signal falls in the normal range, most doctors will tell you that everything is fine and send you home. But here is the big problem. This signal only tells you how loud the brain is shouting at the gland. It does not tell you how well the body is actually responding. Imagine a boss yelling at a worker over a factory speaker. The boss might be shouting loud and clear, but that does not mean the actual work is getting done on the factory floor. To say it differently, the brain signal looks perfect on paper, but the real energy creation inside your cells is completely failing. The fire is too small, so the whole house stays freezing cold. Question yourself. Have you been trusting the shouting boss while ignoring the empty factory floor?
Section 1. The T3 conversion gap.
This gap is where millions of people fall through the cracks of standard medical care every single year. You see, your neck gland mainly makes a hormone called T4, but here is the major catch. T4 is completely inactive. It is exactly like crude oil fresh out of the ground. You cannot put crude oil directly into your car engine and expect it to run down the highway. It has to be refined into usable gas first. In the exact same way, your body must change this inactive T4 into the active form called T3. This active T3 is the true hero of your daily energy engine. It is the refined gas that actually enters your cells and tells them to burn fat and create deep energy. If you have plenty of crude oil but the refinery is closed, your car will still run out of gas completely. If your body cannot make the energy active, your cells simply starve and slow down.
Let us walk through how this works in a healthy body step by step. Step 1. The brain sends the signal. Step 2. The neck gland makes the inactive raw material. Step 3 is where the heavy lifting actually happens. Your liver and your gut take that raw material and convert it into the active fat-burning energy your cells desperately need. This is something most people never find out. They think the neck gland does all the work, but a massive amount of the real magic happens deep in your liver and your stomach. Think of it like gathering raw tree sap. You have to boil it down for hours to get sweet syrup. If the boiling process in the liver and gut fails, you just have sticky, useless sap. The brain signal looks perfect, the raw material levels look perfect, but inside your body is freezing and storing every single calorie as extra fat because the active spark never arrived. Question yourself, is your inner refinery actually open for business today?
This is where most people get confused. Section 2. Hidden hormone disruptors.
So what exactly is breaking your internal refinery? There are hidden blocks in our modern daily life that actively stop your body from changing the raw material into active cellular energy. Deep, ongoing daily stress is one of the biggest blocks by far. When you face daily stress from work or life, your body pumps out high levels of cortisol, the main stress chemical. This high stress directly disrupts the specific body tools used to create active fat-burning energy. Poor sleep is another massive heavy block. When you sleep less than 7 hours, your whole system gets deeply confused, causing your body to panic and hold on to extra weight. Gut health plays a huge role here too. A broken gut bacteria balance stops the energy change dead in its tracks. You could be eating perfectly healthy food, but an upset gut simply cannot activate the energy you need. Question yourself, which of these heavy blocks is slowing down your daily life?
We have covered a lot so far, but the most important part is coming right now. Stay with me. What comes next can completely change the way you think about your health. Your body physically cannot activate these chemicals without specific raw materials from your daily food. Selenium is completely vital for this process. Science suggests that a simple lack of this specific mineral directly stops the active energy from being made. Zinc is desperately needed to make the cells listen to the message. Iodine is needed to build the raw material in the very first place, while iron drives the whole factory forward. And vitamin D plays a massive role in how your cells open the door to let the energy inside. If even one of these basic materials is missing from your daily meals, your whole system will run completely cold. Changing just one food habit today, like eating a handful of specific seeds, can restart your stalled engine. Question yourself, are you giving your body the raw materials it needs to build your energy today?
There is also a hidden state called cellular resistance. This happens when your body makes enough raw material, the liver actually does its job, and the active energy is floating freely in your blood. But the cells simply refuse to open the door. It is like having the right key, but the lock is rusted shut. The active energy is right there knocking on the outside of the cell, but the lock is broken. Deep body swelling, high daily sugar levels, and everyday hidden chemicals can jam this lock completely. When this happens, you feel heavy and sluggish, even though your body is doing everything else right. The key is present, but the cellular door will simply not open. Let us see how this connects to our everyday life.
Section 3. Sarah's Healing Journey. Meet Sarah. For 2 long years, she barely slept. She ate very small meals, and she still watched her weight go up every single month. She went to her doctor, but the standard TSH test came back completely normal, leaving her feeling completely stuck and alone. She thought her body was just getting old and broken. Then she found a functional health guide who ran a full deep panel test. The results showed the exact hidden gap we just talked about. Her brain signal was perfectly normal, but her body was making almost zero active energy due to low selenium and poor gut health. By taking very clear daily action, adding mineral-rich whole foods, fixing her gut with real fermented foods, and sleeping a full 8 hours every night, her deep energy finally returned. In just 4 months, she lost 11 pounds without any drastic food restriction. She fixed the hidden gap, gave her body the right tools, and got her lively life back. Question yourself, could your story be exactly like hers?
Now that we understand this, let us look at something equally important. Section 4, your thyroid. Thyroid action plan. Once you understand this, it can bring a big change in your life. True healing always comes from the simple choices you make every single day. What you put on your daily plate completely controls your inner flow. To build your active energy, you need deeply supportive whole foods. Eating just 2 simple Brazil nuts gives you the critical selenium you need. Eggs and wild fatty fish provide the zinc and healthy fats required to unlock the active energy and open those stubborn cellular doors. On the other side, you must remove the heavy daily blocks. Highly processed foods, refined white sugars, and cheap cooking oils create deep cellular swelling that completely blocks your internal refinery. Excess daily caffeine heavily raises your stress chemicals and breaks the liver process. Changing just one food habit today, like dropping cheap oils, can start clearing the blocked pathway for your health. Question yourself, what is one block you can remove from your plate right now?
Food is incredibly powerful, but your daily habits are what lock the healing changes into place. You must manage your daily mental load. Taking slow, deep breaths or going for a short, quiet walk outside directly lowers your stress chemicals. Lower stress means your liver can finally make more active energy. You also need to heavily prioritize 7 to 8 hours of deep, dark sleep to set the master clock for your body. Finally, you must reduce hidden chemical blocks in your home. Ditch those soft plastic food containers and throw away scratched non-stick cooking pans. These fake chemicals act like false messengers in your blood and deeply confuse your cells. Clean, simple daily habits let your beautiful body breathe and heal naturally. Question yourself, are your daily habits helping your body or making it work much harder?
This is where most people get confused. Section 5, myth versus reality.
We need to clear away the false beliefs that keep millions trapped in heavy, tired bodies. The first massive myth is that a normal brain signal test means your whole system is perfectly fine. As we have learned today, it tells you absolutely nothing about the active energy actually reaching your tired cells. The second myth is that standard blood tests always catch the real problem. Science clearly suggests that millions of people suffer from hidden low energy levels that stay quietly under the radar for many long years. And the third toxic myth is that you just have to wait and do nothing until your levels officially fail. That is deeply wrong. You do not have to wait for your engine to break completely to start making healing changes today. Let me tell you about John. He felt awful for 3 long years despite normal tests. He decided not to wait for a failure paper. He simply cut out processed sugar, started eating fresh pumpkin seeds, and walked outside every morning. Within 2 months, his heavy brain fog lifted and he felt alive again. He took control early. Question yourself, are you waiting for permission to feel better today?
Your health is not a destination you arrive at one day. It is a direction you choose every single day. Small awareness, small choices, small habits, they quietly add up to something much bigger than you realize right now. If this gave you even one useful thought, share it with one person who needs to hear this. That one share can bring this awareness to someone silently struggling, and it helps Wellness Geeks reach more people who truly need this. Like this video and subscribe to Wellness Geeks. If this brought real value to your health journey, look for the Join button next to the Wellness Geeks logo below this video. Click it and become a member of the Wellness Support Circle. Your support gives Wellness Geeks the strength to keep going. Thank you so much for watching and caring about your health.